myself, I don't feel comfortable talking about that. And if that's all you guys want, then you can leave. Like, it's not. I wanted to talk about something else. I wanted to hear from people too. I got out what I wanted to say, and apparently that's not good enough. I mean, I'm not sure what else you guys want.
Angela, can you hear me?
I'm not. Yeah, like.
Add humane beans.
Okay.
Because I can't.
Oh, all right, here. What happened? Press accept. Can you, and it didn't, now they're gone. Can you request again? Yeah, they're not in there. I tried to accept them, but it didn't let them up. Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Would you like me to mute or to speak?
You can speak. I'm sorry that if you were having to wait a while, this is hard.
Well, I just know that 2 days ago all that happened, and I know that you were around for it. And I know that that helped fuel this live. And I was so excited to come and help be a voice of reason against Gabrielle.
Yeah.
And I want to know why this has turned like a full 360. Like, why are we not talking about what we said we're going to talk about?
I feel uncomfortable, and I was kind of just hoping too that more people will talk.
Angela.
And I don't know, I just feel uncomfortable.
Angela, I sent you a direct message when you asked me to, and you didn't respond.
I haven't seen a message from you.
But just hold on. You said that you were going to help us out. You were going to be a voice of reason from the inside. Okay?
Yeah.
So many people are here supporting your struggle, how you were gaslit, how you were manipulated, right?
Yeah.
Why the fuck has this turned into not exposing what needs to be exposed? Why the fuck are you asking people to come up and speak for you when you are on the inside, girl? You know it. It shouldn't be us. We're hurt. We're hurt more than you. I know that you're hurt, and I know that you've lost a lot, and I know that she manipulated you. So why the fuck are you sticking up for her?
You're saying that you're hurt more than me. Like, I don't understand about what you don't get about giving you like a box to talk about. I even said any creator. Like,
Angela, that is not what I said.
You guys have kind of turned. I don't
know.
I feel like you turned
what
the live.
I said.
You said you have the box. If you have something to say anything you need to say. Okay?
I'm saying
that
you
feel
need to speak out. You need to speak out. You were a mod. You were told things that we were not told. You were hurt in ways that we were not hurt, but we were hurt in the same way. So why the fuck aren't you speaking out?
Well, I feel like I am speaking out. I'm not sure.
You're not. You're asking people to do it for you.
Well, and whenever like I would ask you a question, you would just kind of give a roundabout answer, and so I just kind of quit asking
You
questions.
say that you understand how we were hurt when she threatened to unalive herself, and it was a joke.
I do.
Then why the fuck aren't you standing up for the people that happened to? Why are you asking them to speak? It's not our responsibility. You were a mod for her. You blocked me because I spoke the truth, Angela. So I'm asking you, why is it our responsibility?
Well, that's kind of why I'm like, I wanted to open boxes because you guys.
You wanted to do this live.
People too.
You wanted to do this live. You made us wait for 3 days. You asked us to speak. Why the fuck
Yeah.
aren't you?
How do you think that I'm not speaking? You have no idea what I said to that girl last night about
Let
how
Clara
she was
up.
hurt.
Let Clara up right now, because this is bullshit and you are not letting people speak.
Is Waffles still in here? Can we let Waffles up?
No, I think this whole thing's a bad idea. I feel like you guys are just. I understand what you're saying. I understand what you want from me. I'm sorry that I can't give it to you. It doesn't make me feel good to do that. I feel like I talked about enough about the thing that I'm super upset about. You guys, I have tried with that girl for months. I have said all the things that you guys want to say or want someone to say in the nicest way to her. She's a whole ass adult, okay? A whole adult. I can't control her. Nobody can, but a lot of people have tried to help her. And I'm sorry that you think it's a joke. She's not being protected. Anything she does from now on, I'm just glad that I don't have like any part of it whatsoever. It's just not going well.
Can I ask you a question? And I'm going to be very, very respectful.
Yeah.
It's not really a question, to be honest, hon. I feel the fact that you're not telling us stuff is frustrating
Yeah.
because it's like co-signing a blank check. Not that we know or say that we know what you co-signed for, but by letting someone lie and protecting it, it shows character on you too about
Right.
how, you know what I'm saying. I don't
Yeah.
want to be mean and put you down. You're going through what you're going through.
No, I get it.
But I'm older, so I'm trying to articulate words without using cuss words because I'm a cusser. So it's frustrating to a lot of people that they thought they were coming on here and you were just gonna expose all this. And I feel like you feel like if you do, then you're just like everybody else. You were her friend and you're dumping her dirty wash on the yard.
Yeah.
And so I
Yeah.
kind of understand what you're saying, but at the same time, we're talking in circles, and it's frustrating for a lot of people. So don't take it to heart. A lot of people aren't hating on you; they're hating on Gabby, and they want to know. And like I'll bring it up. There's a question. Do you guys know when she's online lying to everybody? And you know it's a lie. And you know it's a
If you
lie,
can
and
give
then you
me
see
an
Reddit.
example.
We'll use this incident about
Okay.
the Pinka and the danger of her child.
Yeah.
I mean, we know it's a lie,
Right.
but everybody thinks that you're coming out because you were blocked over this lie. Blah blah blah
Right.
blah blah. Tell your truth about that. Like, your truth is that it's been coming whatever so long. I mean, it doesn't make sense that it just happened to be this is your final straw. I got dropped as a mod.
Well, I mean, that's not it though. You guys keep saying getting dropped as a mod. It's a lot more than that. You know, like I said, I've been supportive. I've been good to her, respectful, even and when I'm talking to her about, you know, things I don't agree with, trying to give her good advice, all of that stuff. Being, as much as a friend as you can be, and then all of this happens. Like I'm upset about it. Yeah, I'm upset about the lie, the whole big scheme. It was like it was a huge wake up call. You know, I did not say that. I said I was asked to. I was asked, and after I said, after I let them know that my son passed away, within a few minutes, the group chat of mods was asked to help pay for Gabby's prescription. Yes, that's not what I said.
Okay.
I didn't say I paid for them.
Stop looking at the comments because it's frustrating
Okay.
you.
Yeah.
And it's frustrating because they're frustrated too. It's a
I
both way
know.
cycle, and I don't think anybody's meaning to be mean. They're just frustrated because, like you, they've been lied to, but unfortunately, you have the details to know what were lies, and we're still guessing. We're pretty sure this was a lie. We're pretty sure, like, you know, somebody calling Cam's school. Was that a lie? I really hope it is.
I do too. I just don't believe it. I don't have any proof that I don't have any proof that that didn't happen. So I don't. You know what I mean? I don't believe it. And that's the thing. All these lies, they're getting. I feel like they're getting worse. Mm-hmm. I just feel like they're getting worse. I don't know.
That's the Reddit review and mine. She's spiraling, and they will get more extreme. I agree 100% with you on that. What about, like, okay, I know you said that you didn't feel comfortable asking about the disability check, but my understanding, and this is my personal opinion, if she doesn't have the diagnosis of autism and all that, you don't get disability because you're behind on learning, or you're
If you have a learning.
yeah.
Oh,
Go ahead.
yes, I'm sorry. If your child has a learning disability, you can get disability for them.
At 3 years old, is it diagnosed that young? That's my opinion. I'm just asking questions.
So my son, he had a lot of. He wasn't autistic, but he had learning disabilities, and he was very sick when he was young. He had RSV. He had a lack of oxygen to his brain, but he just had the school actually recommended that I apply for that for him, and he got that for a while, but and for those for that diagnosis for learning disability.
Okay.
So,
but you had to have documentation and school, and I'm not trying to be rude here. She doesn't take him to a regular pediatrician and stuff, so I don't know. I don't believe it's true. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah.
That's just me. I'm trying to think of there's so many lies. You're right.
Yeah, it really is overwhelming. I just want you to know that I didn't help her. Like, I guess you guys are going to just see it the way that you want. I just wish you don't know me. I just wish you understood that I was like trying to help her in the ways that the concerns that a lot of you guys have. Like, I did address those.
Oh yeah. Okay. Wait. Do you see that because then the chat they were trying to address those situations with the parenting and stuff and being blocked and muted, and the way she spoke to people about how dare you tell me how to, that is where the disbelief will come. How can you be in the inner link and be able to say it, but people in general can't? They can't be. Danny can't tell her that she feels like he needs to have a shirt on. You know what I mean?
Well,
so that makes it hard to believe that you're doing it behind the scenes.
Okay.
That's my opinion, and I don't speak for masses. I am speaking from me.
I can understand that. I understand that completely. I'm not proud of myself. I've said that I'm embarrassed about a lot of things that, I'm embarrassed for. That's why the picture of the clown is literally, that's what I feel like,
Yeah.
That's what I feel like. So.
And then, do you understand what I mean by co-signing? By you not speaking up, saying that she's lying, that you're co-signing the bullshit?
Right.
Okay.
I do understand that.
Okay. I don't know. That's really. I wish I could think quicker on my feet for y'all to ask the questions.
Yeah, I mean, I can't change your guys' mind about stuff. I mean, I can't make you be there for conversations that I had, with her. So I mean, you can believe
you can educate us, and you're not comfortable with it at this point. I wish Pinka and all of them would come up here with you.
Yeah, but
It's
I
easier to stand as a group than it is to stand
Yeah.
alone.
And I wish they would too, but I completely understand why they're not.
Can you
know?
explain to me why not? I mean, if you guys aren't afraid of them, why not?
I think Pinka, I can't speak for Pinka. I don't, I mean, I tried to talk to her about what I was going to talk about. I said she's welcome to have a box, but I understand that she's probably too uncomfortable, you know? And this is a lot. It is a lot.
It is a lot, but it's easier if you have people stand with you than to have to stand alone later.
Right. I wish that she would, because a lot of this is sticking up for, sticking up for her, sticking up for Brandy, sticking up for myself, and all the other mods who, she's going to do the people before me were right. They were right that she was going to do it to me too, and I didn't listen, and I believed her. I believed her that it was like just a whole bunch of hate and like it, and the hate that was coming in, it kind of just pushed me towards her a little bit, It made me. I felt bad for her. I mean, I'm human, and I am sorry that I'm not giving you guys what you want. I'm sorry.
Angela, I got invited in here. It may have been a mistake. I don't know if you meant to invite me, but I do want to say this. Angela is going through the hardest time of her life this year, and unless you've been there, you don't quite get it. And I can tell you that she's in the deepest grief she'll ever be in. And I think she befriended and tried to do her best by Gabby. And Gabby used that to manipulate her and use her. And I think that we need to show her a lot of grace. She may not be giving you all the answers that you guys are wanting. And that's okay, because everybody at the end of the day knows of the behavior. They know of the lies. And if she doesn't feel comfortable like totally throwing somebody under the bus, that's okay too. I guarantee you she's probably not sleeping a lot. She's grieving a lot, and she's doing the best that she can. And I just think a lot of people need to give her grace that sometimes, she probably poured a lot more into Gabby because she had even more time through her grief. You pour yourself into something just to keep yourself occupied. And I don't want to speak for you, Angela. I just want to kind of people show a little bit of grace, because unless you've been there, you don't know how it is. And I think it's unfortunate that what should have happened when Angela lost her daughter or her son this year, what should have happened when Angela put up a GoFundMe, I wish I would have known about it. What Gabby should have done is said, oh my gosh, one of their mods just lost their son and they have a GoFundMe. Can you guys help and help promote that? That's what Gabby should have done.
Cloudy, that's a lie. I never had a GoFundMe.
Okay, well, you didn't have a GoFundMe. Somebody said you did. Somebody said you did, but regardless, she should have been.
I had a GoFundMe, and I never had one.
Well, regardless, she should have been of.
Thought I could do this. I did get the things out that I wanted to, really, and I'm just feeling a lot of stuff, and I feel like the things that people want me to tell them, it makes me feel sick to say those things, and nobody cares. They just don't understand. They just want information, and I don't feel good about saying certain things that causing somebody else. I just don't feel good about it. I wish people would just respect that.
And when people see mods, because that's a common theme, when people see mods that are with people that you may not consider her a scammer, but a dry beggar.
Yeah.
And when she dry begs all the time and you have mods, you're instantly lapped into co-signing that behavior. And that's why people are very frustrated, because they get tired of mods protecting you become a shield for the dry bagger.
No, you are right. I have spoke to her about the dry bagging before. I especially said the stuff about the battling, like not to say those things or whatever. I had a different view on being a mod. Like I didn't think that I was like, I'm just a mod. Like I'm not. It doesn't mean I think this person, everything they do is right, and I'm just. But it looks like that, and in some ways it was true, and I am sorry about that, and I don't know what else to say about that. I see
you
it
see a lot
differently
of
now.
these ones that do dry bag across on the internet,
Yeah.
there's several of them, and they kind of the same chats flow through them, and it's always the same thing with the mods. As soon as somebody calls out the dry bag, then they start getting blocked, and it's kind of like the same cycle. And so if you haven't had a lot of experience with that, you're going to be drugged in, and they're going to look at you just like the dry beggar. And I think that you have a big heart, and I think you truly try to help her behind the scenes and guide her. And
well, a lot of people did, like so many other people did that they got the same thing happened to them, like the disrespect, the being lied to, and all of that. It's like there's a lot of people that were hurt, and a lot of people that didn't get to say what they wanted to say, or if you do speak out, you're being a bully. But in reality, like the things that she's doing, like she's the bully. She's like the gaslighter and the bully.
I think you're coming around to the other side, sweetheart.
Oh,
that is the true definition of most people's feelings of her. What you just said.
I said that last night. I said you can't do the things that you're doing using your followers and your mods, and then get on here and cry about bullying.
And I think that's why people get frustrated, because they see that she's doing something, or bullying or dry bagging, and they're trying to get her to recognize it. And then she has a small group of people that go, oh no, you're not doing that. You're doing just fine. You're so great. You're doing just fine. You're the best mother. You're the best this. And then she eats that little piece up, and she just keeps on going with it.
And it's confusing me is you're still kind of protecting her, because I'm trying to understand it, because it doesn't make you feel good. Is that like the real reason? Like, because you don't want to be a bully, a mean person?
I feel like some things some things that you guys want me to say to you, I don't think that it will be productive, and I don't think. I feel like you guys already know. You really already know a whole lot of stuff. You're right about a lot of things.
But she always
like,
gaslights us. She always gaslights us and says we don't know. So, like, I think if you were able to answer, if we were able to come up with the exact questions for you and answer it, I think it would help. I'm just not that gal.
I mean, I think the live just didn't go as well. I thought I was going to talk about what just happened, what I was upset about, and let people know that kid is not being threatened, because I don't believe that he is, and the things I was talking about a lie, a pretty important lie, and I talked to you guys about the stuff that I have said to her. I don't know. I don't know what else I can do. Like, I don't want to be a hater and like, I say a hater, but like being mean, being hurtful and hateful as like a revenge thing. And that's not right.
Yes. In your guys' mod chats, do you guys discuss like a lot of us think that a lot of this stuff is schemes? It's stories that they discuss, they come up with.
The mod chat that I was in a mod chat before my son passed away, and then I never kind of got back into that. And it was with some really great girls. It wasn't It wasn't like that at all. No, no, like scheming or no, no. Those girls wouldn't co-sign that. No.
Hey, Angela.
Yes.
This is Chickster. Hey,
Hi.
not necessarily a question for you, but something I would
Okay.
like to vent.
Yeah.
And if you want to have anything to say on it, whatever. So I've been watching G for quite some time.
Yeah.
We can go back to Chicago. And, I've been watching the spiraling going down.
Yeah.
But really this weekend, this weekend was uncalled for. The things that have been said from, I'm going to say last Wednesday through this weekend,
Yeah.
I will say personally, I was affected. I do not agree with anybody even speaking anything on about unaliving.
Yeah.
I take that personally. I never say anything. I'm always a silent watcher. I will say hi. I've been in Gabby's box maybe 3 times. Nothing major. This is before it all really started. I really started to see what was going on. I've been trying to take it all in. And, I didn't get to see the live where Gabby was sitting outside and just having a meltdown. I actually got it off of YouTube. And the more I watched it, the more upset I got. Because nothing is ever her fault. I witnessed it again this morning. Her and A are going at it. C is there. This whole show is going on, and it went on for like 10 minutes. And C's little friend is there too. So you're not only affecting one, now you've got 2 that are right there witnessing everything that just happened.
Yeah.
That should have been shut down. That should have never even happened like that. You should never have to ask your chat for permission or, hey, you know what? I need to go get this. Should I do that? That's your decision. You're the adult. You don't come to the chat and go, well, because I didn't do this, this is happening. It's not the chat's responsibility. You, as an adult, make those responsibilities. So if the car didn't have whatever, the warranty, okay, it's a lesson learned. There's nothing you can do about it now. You add it on and it's going to be something ungodly. So what we
Right.
need to do is instead of focusing on what's going to happen, how about we put some money aside so that when this does happen, we have something to go to. Instead of
Right.
spending it on 15 swimming pools and this little hang-up thing that I've never seen him in since it was bought. And then we buy this Jeep. We're like buying his love. And like buying his parent. I'm not saying she's a good parent. I'm not even going to go there. But I don't think we should have to buy everything and then turn around and sell the stuff that he likes.
So what I'm concerned too about. I'm concerned about a lot of things, and definitely when I watch those YouTube videos, I was I don't know. I'm very concerned, and I'm also, I'm worried for his safety in general. Like, that's why I've been asking her to keep him off live.
Absolutely. He should not be on live at any time. He's too young, and it's not fair for him. The internet is around to stay. It's not going anywhere. And by exposing him now, by the time he's probably 10 years old, he's all over. And people are watching from the age of 3 to the age of 10. And that's not fair because he's going to find out about this stuff.
Right. I've talked to her about that stuff. I have pleaded a case about that. Other mods have tried to do that too. So we have spoke out about that.
Yeah,
And she did try. She did try for a little. She did do it for a little bit. She agreed too, you know. But like I said, she's a grown up, you know. I mean,
yeah,
she's her own-
I respect her for protecting your child. I 100% respect that. I don't have children. I have nieces and nephews, and you know, so I have nothing to say on the mothering part. It's not my business. What you do with your children
Right.
is yours. You are the one that has to live with them.
yeah.
But and I don't want this conversation to go to C, because it's not him.
No, I don't either.
It
I
is
don't really want-
100% her and the way she treats people individually.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
would love, you don't know how many times I want to hit that multi-guest button and just talk, but I know I can't, because she's going to shut me down.
Yeah.
Because I want to
She didn't
talk
win
my
anything.
feelings. She doesn't want to hear it. And the thing that threw me over the edge last night, and then I'll stop, is when she silenced D. That was
Yeah.
100% ridiculous. You do not go to your mom at 32 years old and tattletale. What those two get in arguments about is between
Well,
those two. You should
I'm
never
more-
threaten that to your sister.
I'm just kind of more concerned about like that she would be threatened to be put out on the street. That bothered me a lot.
Well, because
Bothered
I'll
me
be
a lot.
honest, I think Mimi likes G, and it's just it all started from the 4th of July
Yeah.
when the incident happened with the rocks.
Yeah.
That was uncalled for. If they're sitting right there and an individual is throwing rocks, they have a right to say something. What if somebody would have got hit in the head or whatever? And it wasn't even like you could pick up the rock and you could put it into the next spot. That's all fine and dandy. But just trying to correct it while it's happening, I mean, I felt horrible for D. And you know, I feel like D tries to do stuff. The whole, you know, G got sick and D was there, and then D ended up catching it, but nobody came to her. So it's definitely one-sided. I just hope someday that she'll wake up and it's not too late. That people that have tried to stand beside her
Well,
are going to
I'm
walk.
afraid. I am afraid that she's going to kind of hurt somebody, or kind of use somebody, and that they're actually going to come after her because she's very open with where she lives, everything,
Yeah.
and
She doxes
I do
herself.
worry about that. And I've talked to her about that.
Yeah, I mean,
That does worry me a lot.
you know, I'm not a perfect person, nor will I ever claim to be. I stay silent until it has gotten me to, when it's affected my own personal life, that's bad, because I'm holding something in, and knowing that my wife knows nothing about what is happening on TikTok because she doesn't even watch it. She doesn't care to. And that's fine.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm not friends with these people. I know that. They're just internet friends. And you know, there's days that I would be like, man, I wish I could just, meet somebody on the internet just to talk to or whatever, just somebody outside. But after watching all this stuff, not even with just D and G, but just across TikTok itself, is disgusting. The amount of beggars that are out there is disgusting. And when you sit, and this isn't about D or G, this is about a completely different creator. That
I think it was January.
That's insane to me. You don't have a doctor?
No, yeah, 8 months.
That's crazy.
It would be one of the first things. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, it's just one of the first things that I would probably do if I moved to a state, like, just in case, like.
Someone said that she's against Western medicine. Well, that's interesting because her sister's in the hospital every other day.
Well, she was too. She hasn't been recently, but she used to. I think she won't get a doctor because then the doctor will find out that nothing is wrong with him and that he's just delayed, and she doesn't want that.
Absolutely.
Or they'll force appointments,
Yes.
you know, speech therapy, and that'll be a requirement she can't fulfill.
Exactly.
I mean, she can't brush the kids' teeth.
Why username why that was just actually talked about when it comes to this disability in check. Supposedly she does.
Agreed, moderate Texan.
Okay, what Katie are we getting out of here? There's a Katie in here that's throwing a fit. Jesus loves her.
Katie's.
How is that harmful?
Calm down, Katie's. We don't need to be that wild.
She's got a spicy pepper on her name. She must be spicy.
Katie with the spicy pepper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She gotta go. Apparently she's got a problem with feisty using a religious song.
Oh.
I'm not judging, I'm just saying it's not nice.
I didn't know there was like, and I'm not even gonna get into it, whatever.
This Katie doesn't claim that, Katie.
Is Angela still alive? Did she end it?
Last I saw that someone said that she turned off the comments.
No. Well, I'm sorry everyone that got let down, all 579 of you. I know you guys were expecting something, but kind of wasted your time. I'm sorry. Oh, it's still going. Oh, okay. Never mind.
The entire thing was ridiculous.
Still going in circles.
Lies. What lies? and then okay, so let's get back to the lies. Well, you guys already know them.
I know. It's like we know them. We knew that.
So I guess I don't need to specify because you guys know them.
I don't want to say anything because my morals won't allow me. Yet she's concerned about a 3-year-old.
And her background is Gabby Lies. God. And then to go back and forth with the pill thing. Yes, money, no money. Yes, money, no money.
I think we should encourage Dee to show Bobby some of these screen recordings of G. And
I don't think Dee's gonna trust me after trying to get her to believe that Brownie hacked her.
I think she can get Bobby on her side.
Oh yeah, Bobby likes her.
Really nice to her. What? Apparently, G had a difficult time getting along with him. I didn't really watch too much then.
I kept seeing people tagging Danny and Angela's live. I think Danny was
there. She was commenting.
Oh, was she?
Yeah, she was saying she couldn't say much, and we had to respect that.
Angela's it's not you, period. It's me, 0.
Does seem like Danny.
If I silenced you and you were just trying to get something out. I'll keep coming back and saying it. Right. I know. No big deal. It is a lot to handle. Yeah, you did choose to do it, and it's something you chose to do, for free and, for...
I'm surprised. There's still like 463 people up in here.
But then that also, it just blows my mind that,
Bring Dee in. Isn't she in her own live?
The same exact thing was
The only problem with bringing Dee in is I don't think she wants to lose her housing. And I'm not prepared to let her move in with me, so.
All right, real fast. Did I get that question answered about Pinka though? Is she hosting her own live?
Someone said something about she's too busy still driving in the woods.
Okay, I didn't know if she wanted me to stay live or whatnot, because I know she did come in here and say a few things. So
My room's not good enough for everybody, so.
Pinka's not ready to talk about it, Feisty?
She said she was going to go live, but when the anger settles, but then she said she'd be right back.
Insurance is sold by Smart Bunny Insurance Services and underwritten by various companies. Coverage exclusions and limitations may apply.
Ugh, kitchen ants, runaway roaches, a spider. A spider. A spider! Relax. Just use Zevo. Zevo?
I don't know if you meant to be in here, but you're in here.
Here's Pinka Winkus. I am back on here. I will go live when I'm ready to. Sorry, I was driving. Waffles, check your messages.
All right, girly. I was gonna say, does she really even have a girlfriend? Yeah, but she can shack up with her.
She's not moving here. Pinka, you've got 500 people in here. You might as well just join the box.
Well, isn't she busy? I don't want to like force somebody, you know what I mean? Like,
no, I know.
I mean, if she is busy, I understand that totally.
Well,
and I get
talking-
being mad and trying to like conduct yourself like
Yeah, she's not
in a good manner.
I just asked because she's in the chat talking. So I thought, you know, I mean, you've already got a huge crowd, so. Didn't Angela say G got the threats? She tried to, yeah.
Well, I think Angela said she wasn't going to speak on that. She wanted Pinka to come in the box because Pinka had more information on it, which is probably Pinka is the one who actually got the threats.
Hi, Tina. I don't know if you meant to be up here.
Gabby's own mod M got
in trouble for
fraud. Of course, Gabby doesn't care.
I don't know. I muted both of them just in case to be nice. But yeah, they can stay. I'll keep them hostages.
Inka said you have to accept to see her messages.
Oh, let me There we go.
And Tina said she didn't know that she was in there and she doesn't know how to exit.
Oh, I got you, girl.
You got you, girl.
Now I only have one.
Ashley, you make a good point. Why is everybody afraid of Gabby? She can't even take care of her own kid.
She can't take care of herself.
Yeah.
Did you see how dirty her ear was earlier?
Let them.
she's
He's
used to get
developmentally
anything for
delayed.
take, right? And the paperwork, the reason why she gets so much, she lies and claims that Aaron doesn't live there. She lies on all of her government paperwork. That I'm answering some of the questions that I saw in the chat. They keep asking.
Hmm.
She lies. That's how she gets it. She's committing fucking fraud.
She always has, and I will say, I firmly believe. I was pink crayon or because
And
they don't
maybe
want
they
to be
helped her
responsible
forge
for
that
hurting
paperwork,
C.
right?
Hey,
Or maybe
Tammy,
they helped her forge the paperwork to the government. They don't want to get in trouble too.
She is good at forging all by herself. Somebody asked about the documents before, who forged them, her or someone else, and people who were here back then know what I'm talking about, but I don't want to talk on somebody who's not here. Um, it was not this other person. That was the last straw for me. When she forged that document and tried to blame Shay for it, I had talked to her for 3 hours about that document. And she showed me everything to try and prove that it was forged by somebody else and she was being railroaded. And when she was showing me she's being threatened and stuff and she needs time and she gets off live, she needs time to make up a bullshit story. She needs time to
Exactly.
make up more stories, more lies, just like she did with Danny. And she's the reason I stopped talking. Well, Danny's the reason, but that's one of the reasons I stopped talking to her because she came online and said, "Oh no, Danny's in a mental hospital. Danny's this, Danny's that." And I called Danny right away and said, "You get your sister off of here. She's going to make this worse." And anybody who has known, you can't be a part of that and not know anything about them.
Can I ask what drew you to the twins or to Gabby and being friends with them? Were you trying to be helpful or?
To answer Girl Mom, no, I'm not friends with Danny. I used to be friends with Danny. I haven't been friends with Danny for over a year. And I don't care to be. But what drew me to Danny is the fact I was watching them, right? Oh, Gabby is on Instagram. Right now, she just went live. But what drew me to them is the fact that Danny was really sick. I hadn't been watching him very long. Danny was really sick, and she got home. And I picked up her meds, which I paid for, and I took her meds over. She had fallen asleep, didn't answer the door. She drove all the way out to her sister's house and to her sister's apartment, gave them to her sister. That's the first time I met her sister in camp, and gave them to her. Drove all the way back home. Now I live an hour and a half away from where Danny lived. Drove all the way back home. A little while after I got home, Danny woke up, and she couldn't drive, couldn't get the meds to her, so I turned around and drove all the way back out to Gabby's, which is 2 hours away, and picked up the meds, took them to Danny. And that's how I got involved with the twins, because then I ended up going out there. I didn't know all of this, all of this story. Like I said, I was chapter 2. There wasn't all this awareness about them back when I was
I'm curious
friends
what would
with them.
draw you to basically a complete stranger to do something really nice like that.
Yes, because I'm a mom, I'm a grandma, and you know what? Because the fact I'm a lot older, I'm a mom and a grandma. The first time we fell out, it was pretty disgusting. And she came on and told people. That's when she was telling everybody that walked away. She would tell everybody, "Oh, they wanted me, and I didn't want to be with them." I went over to her house and I walked up to her and I said, "Don't ever say that again. I don't want you. No, that's gross. Period." But yes, it was a culmination of things that I stopped talking to her. But when she came back on live, I kept her off live for like 3 weeks, I think. I kept Danny off live for like 3 weeks and told her, don't go on live, just stay off. And when I walked away, she went on live, and her and her sister made up this big story about she was an outpatient and all that. And that's when I came on and started going in people's lives saying it's a lie. It's all a lie. This is dumb. They lie, and this is what I know. But I don't talk about them anymore. But
Can I
because
ask
people
a
were asking,
question?
yeah, go ahead.
So a lot of people are saying that you stalked Danny, that you like tried to figure out where she worked and everything. Is that true?
Okay, no, I did not stalk Danny. Danny,
I'm just asking.
No. I know.
Asking.
I know.
Can I just
No,
jump in here
you're
quick?
fine. You're
Can I
fine.
just jump
Oh,
in
Troy,
quick?
go ahead.
Autistic Shine. Stop. Just stop. You guys, if she's in here, you need to block her. She's running back over there to her.
Can we get some mods
on Instagram and starting crap, telling her about the government, and we're talking about her that all this and that. She's really starting a lot of shit.
We need to be nice because they are master manipulators. It's not their victims' fault that they're victims. It's Gabby and Danny's fault for being pieces of shit humans, for fuck's sake.
Yeah,
And people have been around a long time. People have been around for a long time know that Danny and Gabby, they don't have new stories. They need to come up with new storylines. They run the same scams and same drama, same shit over and over and over again. It's the same stuff. I could sit there and say verbatim, if she goes to the hospital, here's what's going to happen next. Here's what's going to happen next. You know, just like last night, Danny's whole life last night, it was crock of shit. Mimi grounded her. She can't go online. Gabby, you know, when she's full of shit, because you can tell by how she acts. They're very telling. If you know them and you've ever been friends with them, they're very telling. And you learn a lot in a very short period of time. And yes, I was wrong for going back to Danny. I was wrong for what I did a year ago. I'm glad I don't talk to them anymore. I take full responsibility for everything while I was friends with them. But you know what? Like I've always told them, I have a very close friendships with people I'm friends with. I've been friends with people since high school. I have a very tight-knit friendship group. I don't do this lying and BS and Liz Chat Noir.
Oh, I was asking you. A lot of people were saying that you stalked.
When I was
Danny and found out where
stalking.
she was working.
No, that would be Betsy, or Bestie, as she's called by Danny. No, that was Betsy. So what I did was, I knew where Danny worked already. So Danny had told me where she was going to be working at. Actually, I guessed it. When I asked where she was working at, because I was at that time, I had a phone call with her. We weren't friends anymore, but I had had a phone call with her. I don't remember what it was about anyway. But, you know, I tried to be a friend again. And so she goes, "Where do you think I'm gonna work at?" I go, "Walgreens." And she goes, "No." She goes, "It's a pet store, blah, blah, blah." So when Betsy was trying to figure out where she was working at, I knew she wasn't working at a pet store. I knew it was a lie. In order to stop because other people thought it was Walgreens. So, and I don't do real life shit. So it's like people should not be going real life. I told her it was Pet Supplies Plus or whatever whatever pet store I said it was. And Betsy called. I was trying to prevent the real life BS by doing the same thing to Betsy that Danny did to me and give a lie. And so that was that. But they were going to figure it out if I didn't say something. So it's like I texted Betsy and I'm like, I know where she works. She works at Pet Supplies Plus. And so that's where she called. And it took them away from calling her real job because nobody is out to get her fired from a job. She needs to learn to grow up and be an adult. But, you know, I would never intervene like that again. But I just don't do the real life stuff. I will buy you a pumpkin. That is fine. Drama twins, just send me a message. I will send you a pumpkin. I still owe Goth a Christmas tree. And it's like, nope, I will never do that again. The only reason I did that is because I was a legitimate friend. I wasn't just a, you know, TikTok friend. But that's the only time. And I even called Gabby and said, I'm calling the cops.
Tags in the chat. Can you just like not? We don't need people being rude.
Are they being rude to me?
They're just being rude in general.
Okay. Because I'm used to the whole, Kim, can I borrow your credit card? Can I get a Christmas tree and all that? This was a year ago. If you want to mute me, fine. I don't care. Mute me. Whatever. I'll mute.
Annie about 6:30, 7 o'clock. Was anybody else like the first 20 people in there?
Yes, I was.
Did you hear she was like either on a call with somebody or had a message and she said straight out, come on, it's a money grab?
I didn't hear that, but I was up in the little corner. It said there were like 4 people in the chat, and I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I heard it's a money grab. And I'm like, what?
Repeat that again. What did you say?
She said it's a money grab.
In whose
She was
life? In what
either-
life?
She was either in talking on the phone or
She was playing a
talking-
video. She was playing the videos that were sent to her from Danny's live.
Yeah, I
Living
could
on a
not
prayer, heard it.
believe that. I was just like, to what? Because obviously she doesn't need money. Like, she has an abundance.
It's all a money grab. It's sympathy and money grab. Yeah, all of
Well,
it.
I mean, I really honestly think that she thinks she's one of the Kardashians.
Has
I
anyone
really
up
do
here
believe
in the
that.
box ever given them money?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yep, I did.
I'm new to them, probably the last month or so. Brownie threw me in the server and said, have fun.
I can't imagine watching them for more than 10 minutes and sending them money. I think it's crazy.
I
Did anybody watch the live where Danny admitted a lot of what she does is for attention?
Yeah, I seen that one.
Or she's admitted that her seizures were fake.
We
Yeah.
didn't need anyone to admit that. It was quite
No.
obvious to everyone who watched it.
Right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah.
The
Yeah,
thing that
I'm not
gets
gonna
me
bring
the
up stuff
most,
from that long ago.
the thing that gets me the most is, it makes me the most irate about Danny, I think, is how she claimed she was in recovery for alcohol. And then
Waffles has a thing going. I can't think of the word. A poll going. Please, everyone go vote.
No, not go vote. Just read it. Just read it.
Do you want me to read it out loud? Waffles is going to try to hopefully plan A, maybe. B, alive with Pinka. C, give me some time. D, I'll let you all know. E, the details when I. F, no.
So all in all, she's gonna do a live with Pinka, hopefully, and when she knows something, she'll all let us know.
Yes.
Don't hold your breaths. So it might be a possibility. So
Did you just say hold your breasts?
No, don't hold your breath. Don't hold on.
Breasts, not breasts.
Oh no, breaths.
Oh, okay. I heard breastises.
No.
I do want to say that last night Danny got in one last dig to Gabby when she was talking. She was asking her followers to please not send money and not participate in battles and stuff. She was begging them not to give money to her sister, and she was saying that it's scam. These people don't need money. Don't send them your hard-earned money. She was talking about her sister. I thought that was quite hilarious that she could talk about her sister without saying her name. And I don't know if anybody picked up on it, but yeah, that was totally about her sister.
Yeah, we saw that. I have one question. I kind of know the answer to it, but when she was making all those threats to Angela and then when she was really manic on Friday, does anyone know of a Laura that she was claiming to have millions of screen recordings that was threatening her and her child.
She was talking. People in the server were saying you.
Yeah.
I thought.
Not me. Yeah.
She would make up people. She will.
But I know
Sorry.
she was. I know that she was. See, my name's not linked to my accounts. You know, yeah, she's got a Laura that's a sister, but surely that's not the Laura.
No.
And I just want to make sure before I drag her ass with my attorney through the mud.
She will pick Waffles or Coco or Taint or find out anybody who does any kind of snarking or awareness lives because her fans will believe it. She will say that they are doing bad things. She's getting threats and she knows the person that's doing it because her fans will believe it because those are the people who are holding the lives.
I agree with that. I think that's why she got on Danny so hard last night and Aaron so hard today. Not that Aaron didn't deserve it, but she wants to throw everyone under the bus when it's getting hot for her. So
yeah, and she doesn't get threats. She doesn't get
because
threats.
she wants the attention for the negativity of her, and she wants to look like the almighty person all the time. It's just like when she did all that crap with me, and she literally showed the design for the shirt that I was gonna make, and acted like she had done it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "What? Are you kidding me?" Like, and then lied to me, and I was just like, "Okay, yeah."
Yep, I think it gets hot for her, and then she wants to bring out everyone else's bad behavior.
Yeah.
When it's bad behavior, she allows all the time.
Well,
And
it's
she was talking bad about Aaron today. He is. I'm sorry, chat. I apologize all the women. We don't give a shit. You're the one who has
See,
to
I
live
told
with
you.
him. We
She
do not
will.
care,
She will
Gabby. We do not
bait
care.
him.
That's your man.
That's
You have
the
to live with
next.
that man.
That's the
We
next
don't
money
care.
grab. Is oh my god! Look at the situation I'm in. I need help to get out of it.
Yeah,
She
when
will
she gets
bait
off
Aaron
from
to
live,
make it bad.
or if she
She
stops
just
for a
does.
minute and like acts like she's thinking, she's just thinking of
All
the
right,
next
everyone,
lie
everyone,
or
mute for a minute.
situation.
Shit about this live.
Okay, can I say something? Do you guys want to know something? This is exactly my point. They're hurt. They're hurt. Well, what they're doing to me, they're hurting me. Why did you blame Shay for what? Gabby, I'm not sure if everyone knows, but just let you know I'm here for you. I don't even know what the fuck's going on. But apparently, if they want, listen, if they want to talk their shit, they are literally making stuff up.
I don't know about that one.
None of my stories has changed in a year and a half, so no, sorry.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
What?
She did.
Something is going on. And it sounds very suspicious. They are cruel, mean people with nothing to do. Well, I haven't been around for a while. Gabby, I'll say this. You need to stop trusting people on this app. Stop telling your business ever. I just saw some of the lives. I heard things they were saying not cool what they said. Waffle is talking shit on her life with people.
I haven't really said much, but okay. I actually been pretty cool this live, to be honest with y'all.
You have.
Yeah, you've been pretty quiet.
I only came up here not for attention or anything, because I don't really go in boxes much anymore. But just to show that this is a pattern over the last year and a half. It's not something recent. She's always done the same shit
Yeah,
and hasn't
I think we
changed.
got it. I think most of us have been. I think we got it.
And just so you know, like I didn't all this stuff that came to this live, that was not I was not expecting that. I was not, everything that came. So I didn't make anybody say shit.
Well, I guess go ahead, leave them. Go ahead.
I mean,
can someone go in Gabby's chat and ask her? It sounds like Aaron's sitting right there. Ask her to ask Aaron how he feels about how she was talking about him earlier on live and apologizing for him.
Okay, great, awesome, love them. I gotta go because everyone's blowing me up, and I don't even know. Like, this is out of control. I'll be back later, you guys. Adios.
I am gonna say before I drop down, she manipulates Aaron in case nobody's noticed as much as she does her chat. She lies to him about money. She takes money from him. She lies constantly, and Aaron will call her out, but then she makes it sound like it's not her fault. But she manipulates and him too, and he's just too weak to stand up for himself. And that's sad because he should be standing up for himself and his son. But if anybody has any questions for me, feel free to message me. It's fine. Like I said, it was a year and a half ago. I don't really talk about it anymore because I don't think it's relevant. But now with questions people were asking today in the other live, I thought maybe her past might help enlighten people with her present. But I thank you all for letting me talk and stuff. And I'll talk to y'all later.
thanks for coming up. Yeah, my
Thank you.
boxes are always open. Ooh, I
Yeah,
don't
she
know,
had to go
guys.
so she could think about her excuses that she's gonna come up with and how bad we are and how much shit we're talking and lies we're telling, and it's all hurting her and we're all out to hurt her, and she's never done anything to anybody else.
It's wild because like this whole live, like this was only like I only went live because like Angela's live or whatever because people were like getting kicked down and muted and blocked and stuff. So I was just like, fuck it, go live, let people have a spot. And then information got dropped up in here that was not expected. And like I said, give me a little bit. Let me figure, I guess, something out. Or if it is going to happen, if it's not, I don't know yet. I mean, I just know it's going to be. I think it's going to be a rude awakening from what I'm seeing right now.
You didn't know about that 10,800 back pay.
No, yeah, not until
Yeah, that's
Feisty came
interesting.
up here.
That's new news.
It's just rinse, recycle, repeat shit. Just different information, the same thing, and everybody, she sits there and she cries and cries. I don't know why everybody hates me. They both do. I don't know why anybody hates me. It's all that. Look at the way you act. You're supposed to be a mother. You're supposed to be an adult, and you're shaking your in front of the camera. Why? Like, nobody wants to see between there. Why would you do that? That is gross behavior. Gross.
So much gross behavior. So much.
So people are asking what was spilled in here, and it's that she gets $900 a month for the kid and disability, and that she got $10,800 in back pay.
And those threats that Gabby was talking about the other day was not her own personal experience. It was somebody else's. And she took it. And there is proof of that.
Yeah, there's
what I've been told.
The best thing for her right now, honestly, would be to sit down, shut up, and get off social media.
She's not going to do the best thing. She'll double down.
Oh, I know, but there's a
She's
reason.
probably popping kratom one after the other right now.
Yeah, there's a reason why her sister is so terrified of that little boy getting taken away, because it's not just everybody that can see the stuff she's doing. Her sister can see what she's doing, but then her sister can't really say shit to her for the simple fact that she does the same thing. So, you know, it's not going to be, if that hypothetically would ever happen, that he's going to go with Danny, because she does the same thing.
Well, and anytime Danny speaks up, we saw last time what happened. I mean, the time prior to this, you know, Danny got a slap to the face.
Yeah, that was when C was throwing rocks in a crowd full of people.
Yep. And the only person saying, hey, you know what, this shouldn't happen, and she got slapped for it.
And then Jean likes to stand up and, that's my child, I'm his mother. Wasn't she off getting beer at the time when that scenario happened?
No, someone said, did anyone see the slap? You could see the slap.
Yeah, that was crazy that day, you know, and it's crazy because it's not just one twin that acts like this and has these problems, but it's both of them. Mm-hmm. So somewhere along the line, Mimi needs to sit down and look at herself like, what did I let them get away with? What did I baby them? This is why they're acting like this. Maybe I need to stand up and do something now. Maybe I need to voice my opinion, not just take up for one and scold the other one all the time because one has a child and the other one doesn't. Like, and Mimi's just as much at fault as either of those two are. And the only thing I have to say is I don't think she sees a lot of what Gabby does, because Danny won't show her, because Danny's not going to, I guess, lose everything, because not only would Mimi be like pissed off with the situation and Gabby would get in there and it would cause friction and she would lose her sister, she would lose her mom / grandma, everything.
Well, that's what we think, that Dee doesn't tell Mimi stuff. And Dee, if you're in here, I mean, you got to stick up for yourself. I mean, you got some work to do too, but you got to stick up for yourself when it comes to your twin. This is nutty.
You deserve the absolute support from everyone. You deserve to be treated just as fairly.
I don't think Danny will until she gets her own place and got that stability. She won't speak up.
Well, hopefully that's a good motivator for her. Yeah, I agree. And she probably shouldn't or couldn't. Hopefully that motivates her. I mean, Dee battled a few weeks ago or a couple months or a month or so ago. And I mean, she got like $600 1 week. Man, if she just put her head down and focused and quit DoorDashing and she's working now, like, you could get out pretty quick, Dee, and get out.
You know, I think if Dee would actually if she would just be like, okay, yes, she's admitted a lot of her wrongs that she has done, and she keeps saying sorry. But when you're gonna say you're sorry, that means don't do it again. Okay, like I'm bad. I feel bad for my actions. I'm learning. I'm not gonna do it again. Don't do it next week.
Melissa.
But you know, she needs to sit down, and I really believe that Dee would be a very enjoyable person if she didn't fake all this shit and act like that and lie. Like, she was talking about how these people, the content creators, like shove all that food in their mouth, and she can't stand that. That's gross. She just can't handle it. It makes her sick. But what did she do with that sandwich? And all her chat told her was to get a damn room. Like, and seriously, she probably should have. She enjoyed it that much. Like,
And the way those two act with food, I wonder if they were fed properly as children, because it seems like a odd relationship with food that they have.
I don't know. I think they were given one plate and had to share it.
Maybe they are very picky when it comes to food.
Like this, I mean, but I really do. I think they both have the potential to be great people, but they need to really do a reality check and get a lot of therapy and know how it is to be truthful, not extend the truth to your narrative. Like, just sometimes it's better to say less than more. And they need to learn that. Because the way that G acts around her son, I know in the state that I'm in, he would have been gone. Just with the evidence online, what she does, he would have been gone. Like, and it's just like a ladder type thing. Like, okay, obviously they were brought up the way that they were brought up.
Hold on real fast. I'm in Danny's live and she's yet again. Why do we weaponize mental health on a daily? Why?
See, that bothers me.
What is she doing?
You never know. You never know.
I just don't agree with some of the lives that I was in. I just don't. I don't agree with it. I agree.
The leader of the Wolves won.
I agree, what people are saying, but I don't necessarily agree on how things were handled. I think it's just more drama, more clout, more views.
Okay.
And if you really don't like the drama, what this person heard, then talk to a friend outside of it and vent to your therapist or call somebody. Not to just spill out all their dirty laundry just because they hurt you. I mean, I get it, they hurt you, and that sucks. Okay, I get it. I'm not dismissing that fact. Spreading awareness in some different scenarios is fine, I guess. Everyone has a right to do that, but you this person put their trust in you on what they've said to you, personal stuff, and if you want to talk about how hurt you are or how hurt you got from this individual person, then you have a right to do that, but
they're just mad the money stuff came out.
The platform, and I don't think it's right.
Yes.
That's just how I feel.
But yesterday she had a whole lot of other stuff to say.
Yeah, agreed. Living on a prayer. Agreed.
What's happening here? I'm trying to pick up.
What?
Carissa G got 10,008K and back pay from Social Security Disability for child, and also gets $900 a month per month for her child being disabled. The child gets SSI.
She's just sitting here staring into the abyss.
you know, Gabby probably
Yeah,
called
food
Mimi
stamps
and
too.
said, you know, and said, "Oh, Danny's in this live, so that means she's probably agreeing with them and saying something." And Mimi probably got on her again.
She was acting like that first thing this morning.
You know what? I will say this.
Wow, it's
Just clearing
Yeah,
out.
Dee took a gummy earlier, right? So she's. Did I see that on something? Dee took a gummy earlier.
It'll come. You just gotta keep praying.
I guess let's get a prayer circle going for Big D. Gotta keep praying for her.
Oh, let's all go over there and put little prayer emojis in the chat for her.
Yeah,
That's a great idea.
You know how much that changes somebody's life when you do that kind of stuff, you know?
so.
What you want.
What do you mean changes her life?
Say, oh, I got you. You gotta go through hoops.
I'm not saying, like, I don't want her to have some shit-ass life. Like, if she changed her life, yeah. Nobody wants the worst-case scenario for these twins. Like...
No, the best thing would be that they would admit all their wrongs and what they've lied about and actually acknowledge that they have hurt not just a couple, not just 20, 30, but hundreds of people. Like, mentally hurt hundreds of people.
Or just start little. I mean, you're on TikTok. You open yourself up to everyone on TikTok, and you're pissed about all this hate, and it's very small things. Like, everyone talks about how G doesn't shower. Take a shower every day, G. We can tell you haven't showered in a month. Yesterday or the day before, or whatever it was, she showered. I timed it. I clocked it. She was in and out of the shower and dressed within 4 minutes.
That's usually a normal shower
You
for
know,
her.
I don't even care if she takes a shower because I don't have to sit next to her and smell her. I just want her to be a better human and a better mother.
Well, part of being a better human and a better mother is having good hygiene for your child, you know, waking up with priorities, getting things done. And part of that is, you know, being a normal, responsible adult, which is someone who showers, brushes their teeth. I mean, it's very, very basic things.
It's respecting yourself.
Chlorine in the pool.
I don't know how Aaron sleeps next to that. It's got to be horrendous.
Maybe that chlorine keeps her nice and fresh.
I couldn't.
Someone made a good point. You can't be expected to take care of a child when you can't take care of yourself.
No, it's true. True.
So you either have to stop it and not let people walk over you, or that's the way.
You guys do know, like, all these little, like, rants she's been doing lately are, like, kind of, like, directed towards Gabby, like, and Gabby's situation.
Yeah, and I think they're rants after Mimi lectures her, and then she turns around and uses the rants on her chat.
Mm-hmm.
You can't jump over the wall. You can't walk through a wall. You can't walk through a door. You can't do anything. The door is there. It's not. And if you keep hitting it.
Oh, I was going to say yesterday, I don't know if anybody caught, I think it was yesterday, where she was like, it's going to take me years to get my mental health in order. And it's like, whoa. Not with that mindset. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, with that mindset, it will. But if you actually put work into it, it will not take you years.
Well, and they discount the fact you could see pretty decent results after a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. You know, I mean, sometimes that stuff does take time, or addiction and things of that nature. To overcome.
Like, I agree in that sense. But once you start working the program, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, the program's going to work you.
Yeah.
Danny's on Leader of the Wolves 1. Oh yeah, Mimi. Yeah, Mimi is definitely like the huge part of it all.
Oh, I think so too. Mimi created these two. I think Mimi at this point is just happy to go to work and give them money to keep them from being a nuisance.
Could you imagine the embarrassment of them being your children?
I know you can't tell me in that little town they're
It's her grandchildren, like.
Yeah, but
the other ones, people don't see this and make comments to them in their personal lives.
But the other ones, like the actual like kids of Mimi, I know we don't really know much about it, but it looks like they're thriving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they weren't broken. It seems like they got houses and whatever, and they got a little family or whatever. So whatever happened with these two, I have no idea.
Like my oldest is 27 and my youngest is 22. And if they acted like this, I just won't say what would happen.
Mm-hmm.
But it sure in the hell wouldn't be on TikTok. And they would not act. No. Because I am one of those strict mothers.
Well, and we're seeing another generation of it. Another generation being created of not being told no and no boundaries and the entitlement.
I don't know. I feel like my generation, I'm in my 30s. I'm 35, and I feel like my generation, a lot of it is just breaking I've said this before, the generational curses from the parents of the 90s, because I feel like the parents of the 90s just really, I don't know, they were broken and they didn't like mental health, and they had a huge, I just feel like that's my personal opinion though, like they had a huge stigma against mental health, and it was like, you're okay, get the fuck up, like stop crying, nothing's wrong, life's great.
Yeah. No, I didn't mean like generation, like as far as different generations raising kids. I meant we're seeing a third generation of this same type of
sorry.
Parenting mentality of no boundaries, just giving them what they want, and we're seeing the behavior of that.
Yeah.
Waffles, I absolutely agree. I'm 44, and when we were children, like we were just shoved out there. We weren't allowed. I wasn't allowed to come home until the streetlights came on, and
And my mom didn't want nobody in the house. My mom was very private. Oh my God. Yeah.
And we didn't get everything just handed to us. Everything I wanted.
Hell no. Yep.
And your chores had to be done before you went out that house.
Yep.
Well, the twins are only 10 years younger than you, but the woman that was raising them was obviously older. So, at that point, she was probably done. She already raised her kids and just let them do what they want to do.
That's the feeling I get from her now. Like, she's just, like I said, she's 74, 75, whatever, she's up there, right? And she's just probably, like, ready for her time. And it's just like, whatever, here. You know what I mean? Like, take it. Fuck it.
Very good. Well, look at the way she was with the rocks. You can throw rocks, just throw them in the buggy.
I think that freaking Old Bay seasoning, hey, it actually seasons really good. You know what? Huh?
Somebody.
It's fucking flavor. You don't have to add a bunch of
Somebody
other
we need to mute.
You gotta mute.
Did that, and I added a little.
Somebody.
I was curious about the seasoning, damn it.
We were all seasoned real well. Oh my. I'm glad you muted it. Who knows what would have been said.
But yeah, my mother wouldn't have allowed me to live off of her for years like this.
Yeah, no, my mom would have been like,
Text message.
Even my kids, like, yes, I had to be a strict parent. I had no choice I was a single mother, a true single mother of 3 boys. I had no choice but to be that strict person. I had to be the mom and the dad. So, I mean, I did my best, but I raised them a little bit of how I was raised to a certain extent. Did they get to go outside and play? Yes, they were supposed to be outside to play and get dirty and have fun with their friends. And I did not allow my kids to sit on electronics. And I think that made a big difference because a lot of people just throw electronics at their kids, and they don't get to experience that whole.
So, Bella-licious, you just said C isn't getting disability because he has no diagnosis. We've been told that there's proof that he is getting it.
Hi, Samuel.
Oh, I just joined the chat, so I didn't want to interrupt somebody. So
No, you're fine. You're
Okay.
fine. I muted you because I didn't know if you really wanted to be up here. I will.
I just wanted to hear the story, and there was it's harsh, kind of. It's hard, but it's the reality, Sometimes you have to do stuff you don't want to do.
Where are you from, Samuel?
I'm from the Netherlands.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Is it beautiful there?
Nah.
No? What?
Not really.
Come on now. Don't lie to us.
No, it's
cold.
I'd rather go to somewhere else, but here, so it's very it's a very toxic. I would say it's toxic.
We're all
Everybody-
from the U.S. over here. So, and what we're discussing is, I guess you could say this is the entitlement of the U.S. Some of our citizens think it's okay to just sit around and have others do for them instead of just getting up and living their own actual life and counting on themselves.
Okay.
So that's kind of the gist of it, So.
Waffles just a new clip. Go to waffles. Waffles. What's waffles?
Yeah, I'm Waffles. Me? What?
Oh, damn. Damn. Sorry.
No.
I didn't notice. I thought it was saying something else.
Oh no. All right,
But how-
everyone. I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna play with my kid. I'm gonna figure some stuff out, like I said. So once I figure it out, I'll let you guys know somehow.
Thank you for going live.
Yeah, anytime. So, all right,
Yeah,
you guys
it
have a great
was
Sunday.
nice and enjoyable to actually have some people up here that can be an adult and talk about things and express their feelings and not have screaming matches. It's very enjoyable.
Everybody in the chat, all 635 of you, tell Waffles thank you.
Oh, stop. You guys, I will talk to you later.